hope.
They made them stay off by themselves. They made them stay together. They made them feel like outcasts. They made them feel so horrible. A leper's coming. Oh no, they would run in another direction. So they yelled out to Jesus as he walked by, "Master, please have mercy on us." He took a good look at them and said, "Go show yourselves to the priests." So they got up and they walked. And before they even got to the priests, they were healed. That's really important. making a beeline back to Jesus to say, thank you. Thank you and glory be to God. That is the message here. Jesus said, didn't I heal 10 of you? I really thought there were 10 of you that went on their way and were healed, and only one of you made the U-turn to come back just to say a simple thank you. We teach this to our children. We teach this to our students. It is so important. When I was a child, I was not allowed by my father to leave the dinner table until I had looked at my mother and said, thank you for making this meal for us. I really appreciate it and I enjoy it. Now, when we're little, we constantly need somebody to remind us. Hopefully, as we get older, that sticks. Guess what? Even when it doesn't stick and your mother's not right there to remind you, your father's not right there to remind you, God gave us the best gift of all. When He left, after He died on the cross to go back to heaven, it was the gift of the Holy Spirit. So when you're feeling that little thing inside of yourself that says, when we go, please God, help me, help me, help me, help me. So many times we're walking along going, help me, help me, help me. Woo, look at that song now. We just keep walking. And we never stop to turn around and take the time to go back and say, great is the Lord Almighty. Thank you for everything you have done to carry me on through this. So don't just